Russell, welcome back to New Zealand again. This time different guys, but a fantastic result for the Bangladesh side in the first test. What's the reaction been like since among the team and the spirit, if you like, that's involved in it?
Look, it's been a pretty cool couple of days. The guys have really enjoyed it because they know they've had some hard times in New Zealand before, and they know New Zealand are one of the best sides in the world, and you're going to have to play really well to compete and beat them. So the guys are... Look, we've had a tough couple of months in all formats, so it's been a great result for the boys, and they deserve it because they've worked really hard and they've stuck really well to the plan, and a lot of credit must go to them because it was a fantastic performance down in Tauranga.
Why do you think that self-belief manifested itself in the side?
Look, like I said in the first press conference, it's a young side, so they don't come here with all the scars that maybe some of the older players have gained from playing against New Zealand so many times. And look, there's just a really good spirit in the side at the moment. Good energy, like I said, a lot of young players that are trying to make a career in Bangladesh cricket. So very driven, very determined. And look, they want to try and do what no other Bangladeshi side has done before, and that is win a series in New Zealand. They're halfway there. Job's not done. But they're very driven to try and achieve something really special that can inspire another generation of Bangladeshi cricketers.
You've been to New Zealand before with the South African side. Have you had a chance to identify the pitch out there yet?
I haven't had a look at the pitch yet. But look, I haven't been involved in a test match in Christchurch before. The test match with South Africa all in, I think it was in Dunedin and Wellington and Hamilton. So by all accounts, the wicket here will offer the fast bowlers something more than it maybe offered the bowlers in Tauranga. But I think that also brings us into the game because we've got some really quality fast bowlers at the moment, and it's not often Bangladesh can say that they're actually looking forward to maybe bowling on a wicket that's got a bit of grass on it, because I think we've got 3 high quality bowlers at the moment that are pretty confident, and if we do get on the wicket early and it offers us something, hopefully we can do some damage.
Have the pace bowlers been those with their tails up the most amongst the Bangladesh cricket fraternity as a result of their performances at the mount?
Yeah, look, Evidot, I don't think Evidot stopped smiling for the last 3 days. He's just such a good bloke, and I'm so pleased that he's been able to get the rewards and accolades for the performance. But no, they're pretty fired up and they're pumped up. They know back home it's tough to bowl on those wickets. The spinners bowl 90% of the overs, and they're just really there to make up the numbers, really. So they're really looking forward to bowling under these conditions, and hopefully they can put in another good performance for us.
Has he been given an Air Force promotion?
Look, I think life will change for him when he gets back to Bangladesh. But look, he's got to keep his feet on the ground because there's a big test match ahead of us, and one swallow doesn't make a summer. He's got to back that performance up again now a couple of days later.
What have you noticed amongst the team since that win up north? I mean, has there been a different spring in their step, especially with the chance to win a series here?
Look, I can tell you, if you think of the energy of the team when they came out of isolation of 10 days to where it is now, it's chalk and cheese. The boys have got a lot of confidence, a lot of belief. There's a lot of smiles, a lot of joking, and real determination to try and do something special. We've spoken long and hard about it, that opportunities like this don't come around often. Where you're confident and you're playing well, and you've got a good balance to your side at the moment, and conditions, as crazy as it might sound, could actually suit us. So the boys are pretty excited by the next couple of days.
In recent times, there's been a lot of chat, a lot of murmurs around, the future going forward with Test cricket, but it might only be played, a reduced number of countries. I mean, do you think this is evidence that a team like Bangladesh deserves to play Test cricket, and is it a format that these guys enjoy playing?
Look, there's a long way to go for us in Test match cricket. There's no doubt about it. We know that we compete against most sides in white ball cricket, 50 overs particularly. But in terms of the Test culture of Bangladesh cricket, there's a long way to go to try and become consistent at this particular format. This will undoubtedly inspire some other players to try and play Test match cricket. So the result for us was massive because the performances haven't been good in Test match cricket in terms of the number of Test matches that have been won, although I feel the performances have improved considerably over the last year. So it's a big couple of days ahead for us. If we can do something special, anything is possible in Bangladesh. There's so many people, so many cricketers, so much passion. You never know where it can take the country's cricket.
When I spoke to you out at Lincoln, you said that it was going to be a massive task and things would have to go your way. But I mean, was there an inkling in your mind that this team was capable of that, or was it a shock even to you?
Look, we always thought that we've got some really good fast bowlers, but they just haven't been able to bowl on wickets that sort of assist them. They haven't been able to bowl long spells and affect games because conditions in the subcontinent just haven't been helpful for them. Look, I'd be lying to say to you that
Part of the perk of having the hospital right next door.
look, I'd be lying to say that I knew we were going to win that test match. I mean, everybody was pretty stressed and pretty nervous going into that last day because of the history of the performances here. But I knew we had the potential to do it. I knew that if we played to our potential, New Zealand maybe rocked up 2 days before the first test match, 2 practice sessions. We've been trained for 10 days. And those are all small things you look at as a coach. You think, maybe they're a little bit complacent. Maybe they got you 2 days before. We've been here for 10 days already. So those are all the things you cling onto to try and find that little bit of edge. And those are things we spoke about, and fortunately it worked out for us.
Given what's happened here in the past, green wicket, it's meant to be hot the first few days, which means it might only be green, for maybe the first day. How crucial do you see the toss being tomorrow?
I think it's going to be an important toss. I think the statistics show that the last 10 test matches have all been won by the side bowling first. Average scores are somewhere between 260, 270 for the first innings for both sides. So using the new ball on day one is going to be important. I have no doubt New Zealand will look to bowl first if they win the toss. We will look to bowl first if we win the toss. There's no rocket science in that, and so it's a pretty crucial toss going into tomorrow's game.
Should we go last couple, Brendan? Russell, what sort of a response are you expecting from New Zealand? Obviously, from the mount, they were disappointed by how they play. What do you sort of expect?
Look, like I've said, they're a quality side and they'll be hurting. But they'll definitely be a little bit nervous going into the test match. They know they've had a bit of a break. They've got together for 2 days, then played a test match. There isn't a lot of time to recover. They'll probably look at the makeup of their side and try and make 1 or 2 changes. But when you're playing test match cricket, the margins are so small, and they know they'll have to be on top of their game to make sure they win this game and level the series. So it can work in our favour that they'll probably be under a little bit of pressure, being at home. Bangladesh not expected to beat them at all, so they'll be under a little bit of pressure going into tomorrow's game.
What are your best memories of Ross Taylor? What sticks out in your mind?
Look, I mean, he's been a fantastic player for New Zealand for a long time. I've, as a head coach, been involved in South Africa against Ross Taylor in many big games and many crucial games, World Cup semi-final being one of them. Can never forget that game. But I think just the way he's conducted himself with New Zealand cricket, he's a consistent player. You very seldomly think of Ross Taylor going through a slump. He's always one of the wickets that you've got to get out if you want to beat New Zealand. And he's been a fantastic servant for them and a fantastic representative of cricket throughout the world. So fair play to him on what's been a fantastic career for him.
Last one.
Sorry, Russell, just clarify, are you saying no guarantee you'll keep the winning 11 for this test? You still have to...
No, we've got to make at least one change. Our young opener with a split webbing in his finger, he's definitely out. So we'll definitely make at least one change. But once we've had a look at the wicket, we'll make a decision on what the final 11 is going to be.
And last one, Brendan, if you guys can sort of hold on and win the series, what sort of spin-offs do you think could happen in Bangladesh cricket? Like, what do you expect?
Yeah, like I said earlier, Bangladesh Test cricket always fighting with the value of their and the performances of their one-day team compared to their Test team, and a big result here will do wonders for Test match cricket in Bangladesh. It'll do wonders for fast bowlers in Bangladesh. If some of our fast bowlers can put in another fantastic display, can just develop a new generation of fast bowlers and Test cricketers that maybe they might not have had the team not played well in this particular tour. So we keep saying it, the players are here now, but they've got a responsibility to the players that are still to come, to give them hope to beat New Zealand next time they come here, because it's not impossible. Anything's possible in this game, and it'll just give a lot of cricketers a lot of hope back home, and that's important for us.